Order in the court.
Another episode of Rap in Order. I'm First Class Reg.
And I'm Taurian B.
How you feeling today, sir?
I'm feeling quite good, man. I'm feeling quite good. I got a lot of notes for this one.
Oh, boy.
As you can see, you know what I'm saying? I got on, we doing the GOATs album, so I got on the GOATs jersey.
There you go. Only way to put it together.
Yes.
How was your weekend so far?
Weekend's been pretty good, man. I've been trying to catch up. So when this episode comes out, it'll be 2 weeks behind because we kind of try to record at on certain times. But I listened to some music, so I checked out Drake's 2 new songs. That's on Camila Cabello's album. He's it seems like he's like trying to go like into like he's really listening to Kendrick and leaning into pop.
Yeah. I I've been trying not to strategize with his new music and stuff and just listen to it to see what the fuck he's doing. But I couldn't even finish listening to those 2 songs.
I got through. I mean, I think they're gonna be summer bops. So like, I think it works. I get it.
Is this gonna work? I don't know. This is the first time that I'm hearing a Drake song, and I'm like, I don't think this is gonna stick. I don't think.
Maybe I'm wrong,
anything.
But yeah, I heard it and I was like, oh, I get it. Summer vibes.
Yeah, I think for sure that's what he's going for. But I just don't know if it's gonna stick. But my weekend was good too. I went to the movies. I saw the new Quiet Place.
How was it?
It's okay. Like I like Lupita is an amazing actress. Anytime you can be put in that setting where like, the whole premise of the film, got to be quiet. You pretty much acting with your eyes and your body language.
Right.
So she killed it. And other dude, I forget his name, he killed it too. The guy that was in, damn, what was he in? I first saw him in Stranger Things.
I know you're talking about though.
That white guy.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
I forget his name.
He plays the cop in Stranger Things, right?
Nah, he wasn't a cop. He was like I didn't even watch that season of Stranger Things. I just know that's where he's from.
Oh, okay, then I don't know.
But
I never watched Stranger Things. I just know the one guy is because he was the dad in Black Widow. But if it's not him, then I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, no, not him. I know who you're talking about, not him. So it was okay. The first one was just so good. I think I see what they're doing. It's like a universe now where this one is technically a prequel. There just wasn't enough. There was a lot of dialogue,
okay,
and not enough time with like these monsters and the world ending, and the premise is there, but and it being set in New York was pretty fun, like there's a lot of cringy moments where it's like they go downstairs in the subway and not to make noise because these monsters are not good underwater and shit, so they had to get in the water in the subway, which was yeah, in the train tracks because there was water coming up and they had to jump in there, and I'm like, I don't know, man, I don't know if I could do that, but you never know what you'll do or be willing to do when your life's on the line. So but that shit was just gross to watch.
And it ties it because it basically ties into the most recent A Quiet Place, because doesn't it like set up like, because weren't they on like that island?
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
so it sets up like how the island came about, like where they found that, like you remember in the second Quiet Place where Emily Blunt like takes the kids and they find that island, and the dude from Homicide, Damson, Han Solo, or how you pronounce it?
Solo.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I know I can't pronounce names, but yeah,
it set it up.
Yeah, it sets that up. Okay,
it sets it up. But yeah, it was well done, but I just kind of wanted more. There's a couple other things. I'm looking forward to, but we'll see how it plays out.
Okay. So as we're recording, the BET Awards is tonight.
Shout out to Mouse.
Oh yeah, like Mouse is doing the pre-show, right?
Pre-show.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Mouse is doing the pre-show. Will Smith is premiering a new song, and if I'm not mistaken, I think like Kendrick and Drake are like both like going at it for like most nominations and stuff.
Oh, I thought you was about to say they both gonna be there.
No, I don't think either one of them gonna be there.
Oh, Kendrick should go though. He's on his pop.
It's in LA.
Yeah, it is in LA. He should just go. I guess you're pulling up some of these noms now, huh?
Yeah, I want to see some of these nominations and stuff like that. Let's see.
It's gonna be. Oh, did you see? I just saw Cardi's name. So did you see that she's pregnant again?
That's confirmed.
Yeah,
Confirmed.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's as confirmed as it's gonna get right now because I saw video and photos of her performing, and she was holding her stomach, and she was wearing a big ass jersey.
Okay, I did see that.
So it's pretty much confirmed.
All right, so let's see what we.
It just tacks on the theory of every time her and Offset get in an argument, he gets her pregnant.
Wow, what a terrible guy.
Yeah.
Best female R&B and pop artist. Why is this together?
Goddamn Coco Jones.
Why would that be together though?
Best female R&B
and pop artist.
Oh, slash pop artist.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. So like Beyonce, Coco Jones, Doja Cat.
It's because I think the industry is just confused right now, man. Like these categories are kind of bleeding into the same.
That would infuriate me if I'm an artist.
Is an R&B artist, but she's also a pop artist.
Nah, bro.
It's
like just do best female pop and female R&B.
Yeah.
Like if that's the case, like just because it's confusing. But yeah, so Beyonce, Coco Jones, Doja Cat, her, Money Long, SZA.
But we've come a long way though. You know how diabolical these categories used to be. Like I was watching I'm pretty sure you watched it too. The greatest night in pop.
Mm-hmm.
So you remember there was a segment where Prince won an award and he was walking to the stage, and this was the American Music Awards. And he was walking to the stage and he won the category best act black. Like it was like that's how it was. That's what it said.
I didn't remember that.
It said something and it stood out to me and I was like, yo, like what the fuck? But that's just that's we've come a long way. We've come along.
And the last
shit like this, I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah, the last nominees are Tyler and Victoria Monet for that one. And for the best male R&B pop artist.
Wait, my bad. Scroll back up.
You gonna let me get through these damn nominations, Regg?
Yeah, no, Beyonce go. Okay. I think Beyonce's gonna win, but I think it should be SZA. No, it's gonna be
Tyler. Victoria Monet. I think Tyler should win it.
Get the fuck out of here.
No?
No.
Because she said that she's colored?
No, that has nothing to do with it. Just off music, she hasn't made much of an impact outside of the Water song.
Actually, I take that back. SZA
would make sense, but I think it's gonna go to Victoria Monet.
Victoria Monet is like,
I think out of all of them, she's the one that's gonna be there.
SZA will be there, I think.
I don't think so.
Okay. So all right, best male R&B and pop artists. Brent Faiyaz, Bryson Tiller, Burna Boy, Chris Brown, Drake, Friday, October London, and Usher.
Usher's gonna win. It's been a big year for him.
I think Drake should win this.
Nah.
Damn, so this nigga lose to Kendrick and this nigga just don't win categories no more?
That's your assumption. I don't think that has nothing to do with it. I'm just looking at the output and I'm looking at the type of years that these people have had. Usher's album wasn't that good, but his fucking, I already know what you're laughing at, but his year was amazing. And his impact this past year was amazing.
Bro, what the fuck is this
year of his career since Confessions?
Best group. Ye and Ty Dolla $ign, 2 Chainz and Lil Wayne, 41.
I don't know who that is.
Black and Vino Redu, City Girls, Flow, Maverick City Music. And, okay, I know who Wayne Moore is. Wayne Moore is Wanye's sons from Boyz II Men.
Yeah.
I know who they are. I just think that this category is what the fuck is this?
Yeah, but who do you think is gonna go to? I like Flow.
I wouldn't know because I don't even I can't even call it
Flow, but I think. Wait, scroll up.
This is crazy. Like this goes back to what we saw about in the group chat. Like groups don't exist anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, and Ty Dolla $ign. I don't think that's a little controversial. I don't know, man. I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't fucking know who wins that.
I would like Flow to win it because they're the ones that's actually a fucking group.
Let's see. So then we got best collaboration. All My Life, Lil Durk and J. Cole. America Has a Problem remix with Beyonce and Kendrick Lamar. Barbie World with Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice. Bongos. that was in 2023. Wow.
So,
Bongos with Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. Carnival with Ye, Ty Dolla Sign, Rich the Kid, Playboy and Playboy Cardi. Don't Play With It, Lola Brooke and Lotto and Young Miami. Everybody with Nicki Minaj, Lil Uzi Vert. Good, Usher, Summer Walker, 21 Savage. Rich Baby Daddy, Drake, Sexy Red, and SZA.
I think Good feels like the BET winner. And Summer Walker's going to be there because she's performing tonight. I think it's going to go to Good.
Oh, that's why people don't watch this award show.
I know.
Best female hip hop artist: Cardi B, Doja Cat, Glorilla, Ice Spice, Lotto, Megan Thee Stallion, Sexy Red, Nicki Minaj. Big Lotto, Big Mama.
That'd be cool if she wins. She's not going to win that.
Big Mama not going to win that?
Mm-mm. I think it's going to be. Damn, that'd be fly. Glorilla wins.
Why?
He's not going to win. I think it's going to go to. I think it should go to Nicki or Sexy Red.
Should go to Big Mama.
Nah, she ain't put no out. She ain't put nothing out.
She been putting out music and videos and shit all year.
Just little songs here and there.
She go to Big Mama, bro.
I think it's gonna be Sexy Red or Nicki. Nicki just did a tour and she put an album.
All right, best male hip hop artist: 21 Savage, Burna Boy, Drake, Future, Gunna, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Lil Wayne.
Kendrick's gonna win.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar's gonna win. You don't gotta talk about that. I've seen none of these videos. Video of the year: Agora Hills by Doja Cat, All My Life by J. Cole.
More videos.
I just don't, bro. Like, I just don't. I don't know why I don't. I didn't like videos when videos were a thing, though. All My Life by Lil Durk and J. Cole. Barbie World by Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice. Bongos, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. First Person Shooter, Drake and J. Cole. I think that video should win.
I think it's going on My Mama.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Usher, Summer Walker, and 21 Savage for Good. On My Mama by Victoria Monet. Rich Baby Daddy, Drake, Sexy Red, and SZA. I never seen the On My Mama video. Is that good?
It's a good video. It is.
Okay, so let's see. Video Director of the Year. Benny Boom. Benny Boom still directing videos?
Yeah, he's out here.
Child, Cole Bennett. I think Cole Bennett gonna get it. Dave Myers. Oh shit, Dave Myers is still doing videos?
Yeah, he did. He did Victoria Monet's last video.
Wow, okay. Janelle Monáe and Alan Ferguson, Offset, Tyler Creator, and Tim's. Here we go. Best New Artist: 41, Four Bats, Arya Star, Bossman D-Lo, Friday, October London, Sexy Red, Tyler.
Come on, get it sexy.
Nah, Tyler gonna win a new album.
Get it sexy.
Album of the year: Chris Brown's 11:11. Gunna's A Gift and a Curse. 21 Savage, American Dream.
Say Goodnight.
Okay. Victoria Monet? Yeah. Okay. Jaguar 2. Nah, Killer Mike. Michael.
No.
Pink Friday 2, Nicki Minaj. For All the Dogs, Drake. Coming Home, Usher. Did you listen to that album?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
I'm not, but me saying this is like,
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know, man. I just feel like you're being biased.
Nah. Biased on what?
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that.
I love that BET still is one of the only platforms that highlights gospel music.
Damn, Kurt Franklin nominated twice. I'm just gonna say off the strength of that, he gonna win for the best gospel. Dr. Bobby Jones Best Gospel Inspirational Award.
And who are they honoring? And they're honoring Usher this year, right?
They are
a performance for him. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna clean up tonight.
BT Her Award. Okay. Beyonce 16 Carriages, Nicki Minaj Blessings, Arya Star, Commas.
Sidebar breaking news. Chris Paul is a free agent now.
Oh yeah. Nobody want his ass.
Yeah.
Fly Girl, which is Flow featuring Flow, Me, Trisha, and Missy. Hiss, Megan Thee Stallion. Have you listened to Megan's new album?
Couldn't get all the way through it.
Yeah, bro. Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Victoria Monet, On My Mama. Saturn by SZA. Yeah, Glow by Glorilla. Best movie.
Do movies now too?
Wow. Yeah. Um, it's between so best movie, American Fiction, the Bob Marley One Love movie, Renaissance, a Beyonce film, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, The Book of Clarence, The Color Purple, The Little Mermaid, The Equalizer 3. For me, it's between Across the Spider-Verse and American Fiction. American Fiction was
American
really
Fiction
good.
is amazing. Um, but I think Little Mermaid gonna win.
Really? I didn't see it. I can't call it. Best Actor,
I didn't see it either.
Anthony Mackie, Coleman Domingo, Damson Idris, Denzel Washington, Donald Glover, Idris Elba, Lakeith Stanfield, Jeffrey Wright. I think Jeffrey Wright gets this.
That will be fly if he does.
Best Actor. He should.
Yeah, that will be fly.
Let's see. Best Actress, Angela Bassett. Ayo, I cannot pronounce her last name. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Reg. Coco Jones, Danielle Brooks, Fantasia, Halle Bailey, Issa Rae, and Regina King. I don't fucking know. I'm just gonna say Ayo just because she been sweeping everything anyway.
Yeah, but then also it's like Regina King is in there. I feel like she's, with the type of year that she's had.
What movie did she have that came out though? Or what
I
did she
don't
act
know
like?
for her even being in this category. It's like I'm talking about the kind of year that she had, like the unfortunate events that happened.
Oh yeah, I get that. I just don't know what she's been in.
Yeah.
Young Stars Award. I don't know who none of these kids are. I'm not even gonna say this.
Shout out to them.
Sportswoman of the Year. Why Caitlin Clark not in here?
I mean, it's not a bad question.
Justin Timberlake won't be.
They trying to right they wrong.
Sportswoman of the year, Asia Wilson, who I think is going to win it. Asia Wilson, Angel Reese,
Kari.
Let me scroll, homeboy.
No, you did, and I didn't see it.
Oh,
yeah,
Coco Gauff, Philo Johnson, Juju Watkins, Naomi Osaka, Shakari Richardson, Simone Biles. I think Asia gets this. I think
so too. If she doesn't, it's Shakari.
Okay. Sportsman of the Year, Anthony Edwards, Javante Davis, Jalen Brunson, Jalen Hurts, Kyrie Irving.
Pretty good.
LeBron James, Patrick Mahomes, Steph Curry. It's between Javante and Patrick Mahomes. They both winners.
Yeah. Yeah.
All these other guys, I mean,
I mean, that's the most logical.
Most logical, but LeBron probably will win it.
Yeah.
Best international act. Asake. Aya Nakamura. Yeah, there you go. Ira Star, BK, Cleo Soul. Focalistic. There you go. Thank you, Reg. Carol Kanaka. Ray. Tyler. Who's this gentleman right here?
Tia Cola. Yeah, that might go to Tyler.
She's the most well-known, I would think, right? Viewer's Choice. Okay, this is the Viewer's Choice International Act. This is a new one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, cool. Yeah, and that's it. But damn, I wonder, nobody got they probably did have album of the year and I just missed it. But anyway, as we were saying, the BET Awards is tonight. So by the time this episode is up, we will know the winners. But it was just, something good to check out and talk about real quick.
Yeah, and let us know how close our predictions were.
Yeah, let us
know. We ran through all of those, but yeah, you guys, the listeners, let us know how close we were. So without further ado, but even before we get into that, are you looking forward to Beverly Hills Top 4?
No.
Why not?
Everything. I am not looking forward to Beverly Hills Cop 4 because everything that I grew up loving about Eddie Murphy, he doesn't like anymore.
Interesting.
One, he doesn't lose laugh anymore. Two, he doesn't even look the fucking. I mean, I get it. Like he gets older, like people change. But it's like Eddie wants to be taken seriously.
I don't know if I agree with.
What do you mean? He literally has interviews talking about it. Like he doesn't like to be laughed at, and it's weird. How the fuck are you a comedian and you don't like to be laughed at?
It's not that he don't like to be laughed at. I don't think that's what it is. I think he he changed his laugh, which was a little weird, but he acknowledges that like he didn't like the way that it was happening or just being known for a laugh. But I felt like, it's something I disagree with, but I felt I understood what he was saying.
Eddie has to understand. Like Eddie has to understand. Like he became the most. When I look back at it and like it shows like there's this thing I think I put in the chat and it shows like the highest grossing the top three highest grossing films of each year of the 80s. Like Eddie has like four movies, so like that it was Beverly Hills Cop 2, 3, um, and Beverly Hills Cop 2 or 3,
Coming to America,
Coming to America and 48
8
hours
hours.
and 48 hours. Those like in that decade were some of the highest grossing movies of that decade, which means that Eddie Murphy was one of the most recognizable faces in the motherfucking world. And Eddie Murphy didn't like the fact that like people knew him for signature things. Like anytime people like knew him for something signature, he would get mad about it and tell him to stop. When people started telling him do the buckwheat, he was like, "No, I'm never doing that shit again." Like everything, like he always disassociates himself with, and I'm cool with that. But at the same time, it kind of strips down why we find you so funny, bro.
Yeah, but he switches it up for why people find him so funny.
I'm never
I
going.
think as a
I
as a
can never. I can't
conversation,
have a conversation with you about Eddie Murphy. Bro.
I mean, I think as a conversational person, like he's funny in conversation. I don't think he's one of those acts that tries to like make you laugh as he's talking to you. He's just funny because he's naturally funny.
He is naturally.
I think he's one of the him and Dave Chappelle are two of the comedians that I could think of off top that can just have regular conversations. They're not trying to make you laugh. They're not trying to punchline you, but they're just funny naturally. So like for him to be pigeonholed to like one role or one thing probably irks him a little bit.
He will never, but he knows that he can never be pigeonholed to one role or one thing because that's like he stopped that from happening in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Stopped that from happening in the early 90s, like when he became like the Suave Ladies Man of Boomerang. Like he stopped that. But he's gone too far, bro.
I don't know, man, but some of these reviews are good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it.
By now, in real life, Axel Foley will be retired, bro. He wouldn't still be fighting crime.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the elephant in the room, right? We gonna want to find out why he's even still in the force, why he's back in California. We're gonna find all that out.
No, bro, I'm just I can't tell you nothing about him. Like Eddie Murphy is this man's like idol. Like it's like I could be as critical as I want, and nothing I say is going to like resonate.
And it's not even just Eddie. I just love original Black people that like stick their guns to different shit and just have. He just transcends comedy. He's been doing his thing forever. The guy is aging very well,
Right?
and he's sharp as hell. And he does things on his own accord. That's like original Black man rock star shit. Like I just fuck with it.
I mean, I would argue that he's the first of his kind. But
Yeah, man, and all his counterparts, like people that he came up with, are gone, long gone. Rest in peace. And he's just a lone ranger.
I'm just saying, bro. Like I don't know. Hopefully, one day we'll get invited to Eddie's house to like for like a boxing match or something like that. We'll get to hang out. But
that'd be cool.
He does stuff like that, like sporting events and like boxing matches or whatever. Or like I heard that like if you're as long as you're a celebrity and you pull up, you good.
Oh yeah.
I heard that people just pull up.
They just pull up and
like
I've heard some stories.
Yeah, I heard that, but
we'll see. But from one great to another, right? So today, album that we're getting into, it's the fourth album from this gentleman as he was kind of carving out his path in hip hop and coming off of a major third album. This fourth album kind of had some people waiting to see what he would do. It came at a weird time. I think this album is kind of a weird one in his discography. I think it gets a lot of attention. It was very successful, sold over 3 million copies. And yet it's still just it doesn't stand out the same in his discography. When people pick their favorite albums from him, it's very rare that I probably have never heard anybody pick this as their favorite album in his discography. And we're talking about Jay-Z and we're talking about Volume 3, Life and Times of S. Carter. It was released December 28th, 1999. It's considered a return to street-oriented sound of his debut album. The album features production from Swiss Beats, Timbaland, DJ Premier, Irv Gotti, and includes guest spots from Mariah Carey, Beanie Sigel, Juvenile, Memphis Bleak, UGK, and some other names. It would debut at number one, selling 462,000 copies in the first week. And like I said before, it sold over 3 million copies to this day. Um, it was led by the single, uh, which one was it? Do It Again, right? Do It Again was the lead single from this.
No, Do It Again wasn't the lead single. Or what? I don't think.
I think Do It Again was.
I don't think Do It Again was the lead single. Let's see. I think it was another song before Do It Again, and then Do It Again was the one that like kind of got things going.
Let's see. Let's fact check here.
Yeah, I want to be right.
It'll say it on the side over there. Let's go down. Yeah, Do It Again.
God damn it! All right, okay, you got it.
So Do It Again was the lead single. Wow, Big Pimpin' was the fourth single, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why I thought Things That You Do was the lead single.
That would have been terrible.
Yeah.
The album would not have sold if that was.
Yeah.
So what were your initial thoughts on this? For like I said, it came at a very odd time, right? 1999, the end of the year, 3 days before the year ended, or 2 days rather. What was your initial thought?
Well, the album got pushed back a few times because the album kept getting leaked. So when my friend, shout out to Kevin Moore, we were at a basketball game. We were at the girls' basketball game at Longview High School in Long Island, and he had the album, and like I wanted to listen to it so bad, and he had a Discman. This is how old we are, guys. So I listened to it, and I went straight to Dope Man because like I kept hearing, because I saw an interview where he was talking about like how he approached Dope Man, and I just wanted to hear it. And then if people don't remember, like this was when Jay-Z was going through his court struggles. So me being a kid, I didn't realize that like this album was recorded months ago. So I thought that Jay-Z was addressing Stabbing Big Un on that song. But he wasn't.
Yeah.
So that's why I went straight to it.
Just a concept song.
Yeah, it was just a concept song. So that was like my first memory. And then like knowing like that like this album was getting heavily bootlegged, and like there was like kind of like originally, I want to say that like he had it like stacked up like differently at first, and that like he kind of like was really upset, and like that's why this album was projected to sell more than Volume 2, believe it or not. But what happened is that like the album got bootlegged so heavily, the fact that it even sold 3 million was a big deal.
Yeah, so one of my earliest memories for this album, I had it on bootleg. Like when you look at the cover is so weird to me because the bootleg that I had was like that same shade of like gray. So like every time I look at the cover, it just reminds me of the bootleg because it looks like it's like a printed out photo that didn't really print the colors to it. When you look at the cover of it, and the coverage is never, out of all his covers, I think this is my least favorite album cover from him. It's so dark.
It was like very millennial, like everything. If you remember around that time, like the end of the millennium.
Yeah.
Like it was very everything was like silver, and like everybody kept saying like it's gonna be like the Jetsons, and all this shit was gonna happen. So I think that was the reasoning for it. Like if you remember, like even like TRL and BT, everything was silver, platinum.
Yeah.
So like that was the thing. Yeah, the future. So that was kind of like the thing. But also I really think like even though this album isn't talked about a lot, this album is probably Jay-Z's most pivotal album.
How so?
Because what happened after the stabbing of Big Un, right? At the Kit Kat Club. Like Jay-Z changed everything. Like he changed like how he moved. He changed how like his relationships with people. Like he changed everything. Like the fact that they did the perp walk with him, right? Like I don't know if you remember, but like he had on like this Rockaware like winter coat, bubble coat, that, and like basically that coat, like him having to wear that Rockefeller like jacket, like made that jacket sell out across America. It was a big deal. Like everybody wanted that Rockaway jacket.
Yeah.
I wanted it so bad. My mother was like, "You already have a North Face. You're not getting another winter jacket just because Jay-Z had it on. Why the hell would you want to wear a jacket that Jay-Z wore going to jail?"
Yeah.
But I was like, I didn't need that jacket.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is just that like that was when Jay-Z decided like, all right, cool, like I'm gonna get security guards opposed to rolling with my niggas. Like it seemed like at that time, that's when Leo Cohen got in his ear. And this is conspiracy theory, but I'm just saying like, think about it, like Jay-Z realized like, yo, I could lose everything. Like I could go back to just being a fucking nobody or whatever like that. And like all these things like were happening.
I think that lines up.
And I think this is like when Jay-Z decided to make this is when Jay-Z started doing things separate from Dame. Like everything stopped being together. Like he started being like a little bit like more like drawn back and learning how to move in a more corporate structure. So I don't mean like musically things changed. I just mean like for his lifestyle. He stopped rolling with 100 dudes.
Yeah.
He stopped, you know what I'm saying, pulling up places like all loud and shit like that. Like, you know, he even like in his interviews, like he wanted to like be seen and more as like human. Like also like around this time, like he's doing like a lot of interviews and he's being like very like elusive about like his life and everything like that. Cause remember after this, he did MTV Diary.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
like
Diary was for the Dynasty.
yeah, for the Dynasty one, because you got to remember, like this came out the end of '99, and then the Dynasty came out that Halloween
2000.
in 2000. So like in between that, all of this stuff is going on, like, and he's going through the process of like changing all these different things about his lifestyle. Like, so it is this album is more pivotal than people give it credit for.
I think you're right. And that kind of hits it on the head because it is like I didn't think about it in that way, but I guess that's why this album doesn't get talked about enough because it's right at a crossroads for him. It's like Volume 3 was like when when he became cemented. Like that was 5 million copies, and then how do you follow that up? You know, how do you stay on that same foot or in that same direction? You know, you get back to the roots of what there's elements of reasonable doubt on here. There's elements of in my lifetime on here. Like he kind of combines some of the formula from each album and put them on this one. And it kind of just, I don't know. But one of the first songs that I heard from this was actually S. Dot Carter with Emil, because they used to play that on the radio. I think it was Angie. Angie used to play that on the radio.
She used to play that shit just doing like while she was talking.
Yeah.
The instrumental.
Yeah. She would just play it. And I thought it was fly, you know, but doesn't really fit in the folder of this album, which we'll get into. But I do have very fond memories in that time frame from this album. And it kicks off with Hova Song, which kind of continues his streak from this point on of really solid intros.
Yeah.
It paints this visual that I just love of like when you first get an album and you rip the packaging and you read in the credits because that's how we grew up. Such a millennial song and just roll your windows down and then like just the like he paints it so well. Got a couple darts at 50 on this.
Yeah.
Which I loved. Now watch how quickly I dropped 50. Yeah. And also this was the last time that we will hear Pain in the Ass.
Yeah. I don't understand the science behind that.
Yeah.
But
which is weird too though, right? Didn't before 444 came out,
right.
They recorded something.
They did and it got scrapped. Like I don't know, bro. I wouldn't be able to be in Jay-Z's friend circle.
Why you said that?
Because everything for me will be like wanting nostalgia and being like, yo, I don't know what all this progressive shit you trying to do, bro.
Yeah.
Like get pain in the ass, like cut your fucking hair, get a platinum chain.
Yeah, bro. But maybe because Pain in the Ass is the one that posted the photos. He probably wasn't supposed to post them.
Probably so. While doing research for this, I just went on YouTube and like there's a YouTube channel that has a bunch of his old videos. It's called Hove Videos. And like I watched like his old like Sway interview. And he has an interview with Sway for MTV News.
For this album run?
Yeah. And he said that like he had a conversation with Quincy Jones and he asked Quincy Jones like, yo, like how did you guys make Thriller? How did you make Off the Wall? And like Quincy like showed him the vision board of like the album, like the reasons like why they picked each song and everything like that, and like structure wise. So then Jay said that's how he started making his albums. Like he started making them in a structure like to hit certain like markets and like try to like understand like his fan base and everything like that. And I thought that that was really cool that Quincy Jones like gave him like that little like tidbit of information about like what they were doing when crafting the album, and like that was like Jay's intention. He was like, yo, I feel like Thriller is the greatest album like ever. So like I feel like if I can like just ask like, hey, what was your structure, like your formula to for that album? He said if I try to follow that, maybe I can have one of the greatest albums of all time.
Do you think that happens often? Do you think people outsource when they're in the industry of like for albums that they looked up to, that they go to these people and ask them questions? Or like
I
I know
think
Quincy Jones is like the mecca. Like
yeah,
he's the guy that a lot of people go to, but I don't know if it happens that often.
I hear it a lot, to believe it or not. Who that's just like so when Kanye originally spoke to Rick Rubin, the reason why he spoke to Rick Rubin was because of what Rick Rubin did for a Johnny Cash album,
Okay.
which is weird. Like I know,
But which album did he speak to him for? Was that Yeezus?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for Yeezus. And the reason why Yeezus is so stripped down is because the Johnny Cash album is stripped down and bare naked. So like that's like one example like off top that like I know. Like I think sometimes like some artists do like seek out producers or like artists and being like, yo, like what did you do for this project? And I think Kanye like comes most vividly to mind, but I'm pretty sure like some artists like do that. But like sometimes like I think that we give more lore and merit to projects, and then like when you talk to the person, be like, yo, what was you thinking? And be like, yo, we was just on drugs making music. We was
Yeah,
just having a
yeah,
jam session.
yeah,
And you think it's like this really intricate thing, and it's not.
yeah. I
But
think sometimes they kind of just they catch a lightning in a bottle.
yeah, that's true. But yeah. So the Hova song like definitely set the tone for the album.
Yeah,
He has some of the best album intros, I agree. And him talking to Quincy Jones about it was pretty cool. And again, watching old Jay-Z interviews is some of the best shit ever because he is so elusive, and like he also like has masterminded interviews. Like nobody could get him off his square when they ask him questions. He's very sharp,
yeah, he is.
like very sharp. Like they used to ask some questions about like a bunch of women that he was dating. Like this is like pre Beyonce, like because for a minute he was dating Ananda Lewis.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So they would
yeah,
ask him, they would literally allude to asking him questions like, "Are you dating somebody that works here?" And he was like, "What are you talking about?" Like just alluding. And I was just like, "Yo, this is crazy. Like this is mad intrusive. Like I would never come back to these people and talk to them again."
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think as the years go on, he doesn't want to deal with the possibility of that type of thing even happening, especially with social media.
Uh,
So he kind of just fell back, which sucks because I would really like a new Jay-Z interview.
yeah, bro.
I don't know who would do it though. Who do you think would do it?
I definitely don't want it to be Elliot. No, sorry, Elliot. No disrespect. No hate. I don't want it to be Elliot Wilson.
I would love if it's Sway.
Sway will be good.
Like just a sit down, not even in like Sirius radio, but like a sit down, like just to chat.
I know this will never happen, but I would love him and Joe Budden to have a sit down interview.
You know, as much as I like Joe, I don't really care for him as an interviewer.
Really?
Yeah,
I like Joe as an interviewer.
I don't really like him as an interviewer. I think he because he makes his interviews conversational, which I like. That's what I enjoy about all the interviews that I like. But it just turns into glazing. It's not,
Okay.
yeah, it turns into a lot of glazing, and he doesn't keep the energy that he talks when he's just on his podcast with the person that he's in front of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, but Hova song takes us into So Ghetto,
Mm.
which is produced by Primo. And do Preem and Hove have any more records together?
Yeah. You wanna know what's funny? I actually made a fucking playlist with Jay-Z and Primo. It's funny you say that.
Yeah, because it's I don't know.
He does. He does though. I just gotta like find it. But yeah, like Jay-Z and Primo, they have at least five songs together. I know that much. There's at least five songs with the both of them. I just gotta find it.
Okay. But yeah, so this one is at the top of that list
Yes.
of their features. So many gems on this. this really puts you in the bag of like, this is Jigga. Like, this is that era. It's a special.
They have 7 songs together.
Ah, okay.
The Evils, Friend or Foe, A Million and One Questions,
One.
So Ghetto, Bring It On, Friend or Foe 98,
Mm-hmm.
and the Handed Down intro off of Volume 2.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, they have about 7 songs
Yeah,
together.
I'm solid with even to this day. Like I'm cool with whole dropping an EP.
An EP. I would love an EP from Jay-Z,
Yeah.
executive produced by Primo and Mike Dean.
Oh, that'd be amazing because you know the sound quality is gonna be through the roof. But So Ghetto is a special one. I think it's actually one of my favorite Jay-Z songs, like ever.
The way that the way that this shit opens is probably insane and probably okay. Hear me out. Sometimes I think that Primo has some of the most important songs on some of my favorite rappers' albums.
Okay. Who else?
The Biggie.
Yeah,
He has Kick in the Door with
Kicking the
Biggie.
Door.
With Nas, what the fuck does he have with Nas? Oh, yeah, hold on.
Well, they're about to put out a whole project together.
See what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he got Nas's like.
Right. He had Nas's like, oh, they announced a long awaited joint album.
Oh yeah, that's probably a playlist right there.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and West State of Mind.
Right. New York State of Mind, New York State of Mind part 2, represent Nas's like Memory Lane, I Gave You Power, Second Childhood, Come and Get Me. Like, damn, they got a lot of songs together actually. Yeah, like there's songs like, and then obviously like him and Guru together, like, you know what I'm saying? And him and J. Rue the Damager.
Yeah.
Have like, I just think like he has like some pivotal songs with artists that I'm like, ooh. Like, you know, even like the songs that he has with what's my man's name? Uh damn. Royce the 5'9".
Oh, Royce, yeah.
You know,
Prime,
yeah.
the album.
Yeah, he has some pivotal songs like with artists, and I'm just like, wow, like this is something. But
Yeah.
what he did, like his scratches, like DJ Premier is just, and he's from Houston, Texas.
Mm-hmm. People forget that
The person that
is so
the person that yeah, the person that crafted New York sound is from Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
Incredible. I don't think that gets talked about enough.
Did he work with Screw?
I don't even know, bro.
Because that would be that. You imagine?
Yeah, like, you know, like, and DJ Premier has like an interesting wife, like Derek Jeter's his brother-in-law.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's married to Derek Jeter's sister. Yeah, like,
sheesh.
Like, you know, like that's a pretty, like, imagine like what Christmas is like at that house.
Damn. Yeah, it's right there.
Then he was inspired by DJ Screw.
Okay.
But it doesn't say anything.
So interesting. While making Devin the Dude's doobie ashtray. Ah.
Oh, shit, I didn't even know that he fucking worked on Devin the Dude's fucking. I didn't know that he even worked with Devin the
That's
Dude.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
crazy. But yeah, no, for this song to be the second song on this project, So Ghetto, really, really, really sets the tone for like the type of bag that Hov is getting into. And when you listen to his cadence on this song, he doesn't rap like this anymore at all. At all. And I kind of miss this flow from him. But that takes us right into Do It Again, which is the first single from this album, as we confirmed. And the video is a classic.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the meme when he's like,
yeah,
you know, that's from this video. Always wanted that Rockaway jacket. What was it, Rockaway?
Yeah, right. It was Rockaway, the leather jacket.
Yeah, always wanted that Rockaway jacket. Yeah, that verse. Who was he? Wasn't he sneak dissing somebody in that verse?
The Locks.
How the fuck you gonna talk about MC's ass here? English talking things, homie, the company wills. Yeah. What talk to me about he's all right, but he's not. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It was going, because remember what song was it that Styles dissed him on? That it was a song they did together. Was it Reservoir Dogs? Yeah, Styles.
It might have been Reservoir
Yeah,
Dogs.
I don't give a fuck who you are. So fuck who you are. Yeah. because like they had just got off the plane and like Jay was like, "Yo, come right now," pretty much like sunning them, like, "Yo, pull up and do this shit right now." But Rock Wilder went crazy on this beat.
Yeah,
Um,
the beat is.
I very very much remember. So, are you familiar with the skate key?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Okay, so when I was younger, the skate key was like the place to go. But mind you, I had a curfew when I was 13 years old. So like I had like when I was 13 years old, like my grandmothers did not give a fuck. Like neither one of my grandmothers. So I used to have to sneak out of my grandmother's apartment and go to the skate key. But the thing is that I knew at a certain time of the night she would like get up and my room was next to the bathroom. So I used to have to I used to have to really like roll the dice and time it because I had to get back home. I had the time getting back home before that time when she was going to do it. So let's say if I like let's say the time is around like 2:30. I knew like she usually gets up. I had to make sure that I left the skate key because and the skate key was maybe in a cab, maybe 15 minutes away from my house.
Yeah,
So I used to have to make sure that I was back home, like, or at least like making it seem like I was downstairs going to the kitchen.
he was on your Ferris Bueller shit.
Yeah, but mind you, nigga, because I was sneaking out the house and not going out the front door, I had to fucking climb because my grandma's apartment is a duplex. You have to climb back up into the window and get in. And if my friends didn't come back with me, I had to do it by myself.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah, man. Just to go and hear these songs.
Yeah.
Like what? Do it again at the skate key, bro. Like you don't understand. Like being a kid on teen night and like hearing "Do It Again" and like all this. Oh my god.
And Beans verse 2.
Oh man, yeah.
This is Beans.
Yo, bro. It's so crazy seeing Beans now, bro.
Yeah, Beans, you heard what he said though, right? That he was gonna use AI.
A lot of artists doing that. DLC's doing the same.
Oh, DLC is gonna do that?
Mhm.
Huh. I'm curious to see what that's gonna sound like. But I mean, I know they're gonna get the essence of it, and Beans is still a good writer. So you're gonna get, I think it's gonna be cool.
We'll see.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool. I'm interested to see how that's gonna sound. Now, DLC, I didn't know.
Yeah, DLC's been trying for years because like he's such a prolific ghostwriter. Like I think for him, like it's hard to to see like artists like Snoop and like Dre be so successful and like he helped craft so much of like
Yeah,
their classic work.
you know the kind of depression he must have
Yeah,
experienced because of that.
you got to think of his baby mama is Erica Badu, and then like she's dating Andre 3000. Then she dates
Artists making music now.
right, and then she dates Jay Electronica. Like so, I think for him like it's just like a difficulty thing along those lines.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And shit, DOC. I know he. Whatever happened to that documentary? You saw the preview for his documentary that was supposed to come out. Eminem was in it, and he was like rapping his shit.
I don't know. I don't know if it came out or not, but
Yeah.
I'll look for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for it too. But Do It Again takes us into Dope Man, which is such a cocky song when you look at the concept, right? It's like, yo, like
Clever.
he's really, yeah, and it's clever. He's really just talking about his work so far. And like how did you, what was the quote he said? How did you label your brand the Dope Volume 1? That shit stood out to me. I'm like, damn, like he really putting himself on trial for putting out dope content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny how he predicted Murder Inc.'s downfall.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
That's just a deeper, darker criminal link. Like, God damn it, Jay.
Yeah. And Irv produced on this album.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this is good. And then we fall into Things You Do.
Ruins the flow.
Mariah Carey.
This ruins the flow of the album.
Man, shout out to our friend Swiss Beats, but man, this is bad.
Yeah, it's not. It's just that the song just didn't fit. Like it just didn't work. It didn't fit, and it's one of those things where like, okay, I had to be like really realistic with myself at this time. Like Jay-Z is like the biggest thing. Like it's Jay-Z and DMX as far as like the two biggest artists in the world to me personally. But I had to realize that like Jay-Z wasn't as a commercial artist as I thought. Like he was like on the brink, and like he kept getting like opportunities.
It wasn't a year though. The Eminem was this year too.
Yes, right. So it's me having to realize that like Jay-Z was like trying to get the crossover.
Hmm.
Like like even though he would get the looks, like he would get the MTV interviews, like he would get featured, like he was around, and so like things were he was being invested in it, and the time was being put in, and he was present, but like he wasn't making those crossover things. It was just like pretty much being told. It was being told to non-rap fans that Jay-Z's cool.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
was like good marketing what they did, like pretty much like. And I think that this song was a favor for a favor because like I think that like he was allowed to get on a Mariah song if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
I think the Heartbreaker remix,
Heartbreaker remix.
and I think that she gave him this song. I mean that she gave him the hook like on this song or whatever
Hmm.
like that. So and that was supposed to be like, all right, cool, like it's Mariah Carey, you can't miss.
Yeah,
Like this is we're out of here, and
yeah,
it
yeah.
didn't.
Psych. Yeah. Um, but this beat, man, this beat hurts my ears. Like when I listen to it, that it's like, bro,
Yeah,
I'm so glad Swiss Beats elevated his sound as a producer. Cause
it's
this is that time capsule of that time. Like you
yeah.
could listen to Eve's album that year and find a beat like this.
It's funny to me because there was a time period when where if you heard weird noises, you'll be like, "Oh my god,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
where did he get this from?"
Yeah.
And this,
So good. It was like the more obscure, the better. Like everybody was like, man, fucking, where did Timberland get that baby from? Are you that somebody? Like, like this is so dope. You remember that? It was like people gassed it so much he did it again on Lulu.
where did he get that baby
Get
from?
that baby from? Who baby is that? People was just we just used to be so fascinated with little shit like that.
Oh man, Reg, you stupid! Where did he get that baby?
Like it's just a button somewhere. But but that's it. So we get out of things you do cringe and go into it's hot. Produced by Timberland. Um, this song, I still play this song to this day, and because he just sounds so fucking good, and the beat is so good. Um, he gets his first shot off at 50. 50, everybody's heard the story by now, if you're in our age group and love hip hop at least, about 50 being at Summer Jam and Jay coming up to him and being like, after How to Rob came out, and him being like, yo, I heard, blah, blah, blah. I got to get you back, right? And then him being like, yeah, he said that. I didn't know he meant like right now, because that's when he went out there and did the I'm about a dollar, what the fuck is 50 Cent? And that was even before the song came out.
Mm-hmm.
And he did that. And 50 was like, man, I gotta send him a bottle for that. 'Cause that my shit went up after that.
Yeah.
That would and think about like in the days of streaming, well, streaming now, the streams for How to Rob would have shot up
Mm-hmm.
because people would have been like, yo, like who is he even talking about? Because 50 wasn't even on like that,
Yeah.
you know?
I'll never forget when How to Rob was like when it came out, and I have family that's from Queens, and my cousin Austin, shout out to Austin. He told me he was like, "Yo, 50 Cent's not gonna live." Like the people that he's talking about, and I was just like,
I didn't think 50 was gonna live.
and I was just like, I didn't think I was like, is like I was like, what's the difference between Biggie saying R&B bitch, but then he explained to me that like 50 had like a project coming out, like talking about like the street niggas,
Mhm.
and that completely went over my head. I was like, it's rap, like come on, like what's the big deal? And next thing you know, and they got shot 9 times.
Yeah, yeah.
But like Austin, like, cause he was from Queen, Austin's older than me. Austin is 4 years older than me. Yeah, so he was like 16, 17.
Mhm.
Shoot, so Austin knew. He was like, yeah, that nigga ain't gonna make it. But yeah, like this song gets me so hyped. Like when the times when Jay-Z has performed it, it also makes me want to like. I wish that like Jay-Z would curate his live shows differently, because there's certain songs that he no longer performs, and it's just like, brother, what are you doing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think if he performs this today, it would go crazy. And he can't take out the I'm about a dollar line because that would still go crazy because 50 still be
Yeah,
taking
still,
shots.
still go at fit. Like what?
Man,
Oh my god,
50 still be taking shots.
bro! If Jay-Z performed this song right now, just open it with this song, like I would love if he would open it with this, and like just do it because it's such like a braggadocious song.
It is. Show me
Oh my god,
at the 8 1 over. Like hearing this beat and just going into that pocket of crazy,
bro.
crazy.
This was some beating your chest like I'm him shit if
Mhm.
ever. Like that's why I'm like I like this album, man. This album ain't
Wow.
as you see like so far like this album it don't got too much to like left to the mind.
Hold back, no slacker. Get this shit.
Look at you.
Man, like 8 blacks. Yeah, that shit is man, crazy. Shout out to my brother, man. Just he put me onto this.
Nah, don't give Shay One no credit, man.
He would run this shit back, man. Run this shit back. And then we'll be in a car and we getting ready to hit a block, then we know all our friends is on, and he'd run it back so they can hear the beginning of the song before we get to the block.
Okay, Shay One, that was smooth.
Um, but Snoopy track,
Another favorite return.
yeah, another favorite return. I actually wish more came from this French from these two.
Yeah.
I like their dynamic a lot. Um, Snoopy track, I wasn't always the biggest fan of. It's just that beat. But I think where was it? I feel like it was a tour video somewhere that I used to hear this beat. Some documentary used to play this beat.
Bro. This song this beat, this shit was amazing to me. And it's funny because I think I've always felt like this is the project where like, you know how like Timbaland says like him and Jay-Z is like Snoop and Dre.
Mm-hmm.
Like Timbaland gave Jay-Z some of his best production.
Yeah, he did.
Like this album, they really try to get Jay-Z to cross over. There's certain songs where I'm just like, I don't think that I don't think that they did Jay right with the programming that they took to radio because at this time, this is peak radio. This is peak radio. This is peak CDs, like Virgin Records, Sam Goody. Like, and I think that for this album, like they kind of like their game plan, like this album sold 3 million records, but their game plan with how to market this album completely failed.
Yeah, yeah. Because well, I think it's because of the legal thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But I really think like if they could have went back and repackaged this album and presented it a different way, I really think that this probably could have it had potential. It could have outsold Volume 2 if they would have just put out different singles.
Yeah.
And like focus on like different demographics and stuff like that. Like I strongly feel that way. I feel like they just present the wrong songs to radio.
I agree. I also think there's something.
Well, the wrong song. That thing that the Mariah Carey song was the wrong song to bring.
Mm-hmm. Do It Again was the right song.
Yeah, it was.
That was good. But well, we'll get to that. I don't want to bring that up yet.
I'm sorry. I wanted to say something too. So, do you know that "Do It Again" was like a Jay-Z was influenced by a go-go song from Washington D.C.
Nah,
It's a go-go song. So there's a group. I meant to say that like I just thought about it as you said it again.
that they sampled from, or
Yeah, that they sampled from. Let me see. Let's see. It interpolates DC go-go band Rare Essence, and the song is called Overnight Scenario.
oh, okay.
Like, yeah, you listen to it when you get a chance, but like it, like, so like the set 12 a.m. DJ made it erupt like that.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that's actually a DC go-go song where like the guy like says like the different music and stuff.
Oh, I hear it in the back.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I hear it in the back and obviously the chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was pretty cool. That was that. See, guys, when we doing my research, yeah.
That's solid. Okay. And then so Snoopy tried.
Yeah, I was about to say back to Snoopy track.
Mhm.
They said that they didn't know what to name this song, and that's how it got his name.
Mhm.
Like Jay just was just name it Snoopy track, and like they was going to give it an official song, and they never did.
And they just kept it.
Yeah, but I also really like I really like Juvenile's draw on the song, like on the hook, and I just think that like Jay-Z again braggadocious. Like this is the Jay-Z that I really 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 love. Like you know what I'm saying? Like and at like he was just at like his peak wearing his iceberg and shit like that. Like
Man, Iceberg.
yeah, bro.
Make a comeback right now too.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it could.
Like
Everybody dressed baggy again.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I just think that this is one of those songs, man. Like it could have went somewhere. Like
Yeah.
they could have maybe did a remix and got the rest of the Hot Boys on it. They could have
Yeah.
did a lot more, bro.
Yeah, they could have did something with this for sure. And so Snoopy track takes us into S. Dot Carter with a mill. Um, and I can apologize for previous episodes where I dismissed the mill in a way, but because she's so embedded in in
And
in
and, and
in
this
this
and,
time
and, and
frame,
this time frame, and on
and
top of
she's
that,
important for that time.
yeah, she's important. And on top of that, like her hooks are really good.
Yeah, yeah, because
Mhm.
her voice. Hove regards it as a mistake now because he picked her essentially over Foxy. But um
He made the right choice.
I think he made the right choice at that time. I think Foxy was a bit of a wild card, even though she's a better rapper.
No,
Obviously.
no, I don't. It's not even that. I think that Foxy needed to be like her own entity,
Mhm,
and like when him and Foxy like worked together, like it would be like special.
mhm.
And I think Emil, for what she was perfect for Rockefeller. So it wasn't that like Emil was better than Foxy. It's just that I don't think Foxy would have got the attention that she needed if she would have been signed under Jay, and she would have been it. It would have she Jay would have kind of like overshadowed her a little bit too much.
I think she would have got the shot, and she probably would have gotten higher acclaim as a rapper because Foxy was nice.
She was.
But it became. I feel like when I've had conversations saying that Foxy is nice, it becomes more of a back and forth and not a yeah right away. And I feel like she would get that if she was signed to Jay and she had that direction album wise.
You think that she? Okay,
That's
okay.
why I was so interested in Black Roses, the album that was supposed to come out when she was on Def Jam. And it just never dropped,
I'm
and
pretty sure that shit's on the internet.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. But she came out with that one song with shit. Come fly with me. Man, to me. That shit
Okay.
was hard. And I was like, yo, Foxy is about to be out here. And she was on the double XL cover with them, with LeBron.
Yeah, I got that. I have
Yeah,
that now.
yeah. Yeah, man, it was looking special for her. So I was looking forward to it. But with a Mill definitely contributed a lot to this sound and to this time frame. So she definitely gets her flowers for that. S. Dot Carter is a bit of a throwaway to me though. Tell me more. What, the S. Dot Carter song? Tell me more. It's just S. Dot Carter. You must try harder. Competition is nada. Like it's just so doesn't really hit for me. But it used to on the radio. But then in the scope of this album, I don't really need it.
This I mean, this is the title song.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like this song, like it didn't like it just felt like I was okay with this being like an album cut.
Okay.
I was completely fine with this being an album cut. Like, and it just worked for me.
Mhm. And how you feel about Pop for Rock?
Not a fan of that song.
Yeah, especially for a crew track. It doesn't do what it needs to do. Like for the fam, it's way better than this. And
Yeah,
that was in a mill record.
yeah. They for the fan, like I ain't gonna lie, I'm pretty sure all of them was mad that they put that on the Mills album.
Yeah, they probably were.
That shit got buried on her album. It would have did so much better on Bleak or J album.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
For the
Even a Vans
fam,
album.
should have been on the Dynasty.
Yeah. Well, You, Me, Him, and Her is amazing.
It is, but I'm just saying, like those two, like,
Mhm.
come on, man, like
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, that's true. So we can skip right over Pop for Rock. Hover Interlude. I really like what he did, where he's bringing this beat back and
Hmm.
making it a consistent um visit on this album because I really like this beat. What you feel about it?
I love it. I didn't have to write anything down for it because I really wanted to say that there's certain elements of things that Jay-Z did on his albums that he doesn't bring back anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really frustrating. And like I swear, like I wish that somebody would just be like, yo, continue that. Or like you need to make a volume four since y'all niggas love four so much.
Yeah,
Like just do that. Like make a volume
he's
four.
about do. I think his next album, because I feel like there's Jay-Z whispers of a new album. I think it should be Volume 4.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's a fucking layup.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think so. Like he should do that. I just think that he I don't know, it's just certain things he just don't do no more. And sometimes I get frustrated with that a lot. Like I think like he made the blueprint and then like it kind of like just made him pivot. Like I wish he never made a blueprint too. Like That I just thought that was really lazy on his part.
I hate when I can tell that Jay-Z is trying.
Like he did on Blueprint 3.
Yeah. I hate when I can tell because it kind of it's like a chink in his armor.
Yeah,
Of,
it is. Yeah, right. Because
yeah.
he's so effortless
Yeah,
with
yeah,
what he
yeah.
does or whatever like
I hate
that.
when I can tell he's trying and like there's an instance of that. There's a couple instances on like in my lifetime on this because you don't get anything the song if you didn't get the success of Hard Knock Life.
Yeah,
I like anything.
I hate anything.
But Big Pimpin', one of the most classic toxic songs
Right. And
of the late 90s.
right. I feel like we all know the story
Mm-hmm.
of Pimp C not wanting to do it because of his loyalty to Tupac.
Yeah.
Mind you, he was supposed to be on just a week ago.
He would have sounded so good on that.
He was supposed to be on just a week ago, and like Too Short tried like his
Too
best.
Short tried to get him.
Yeah, and like it was just like he was like, nah, like I think Jay-Z disrespected Tupac. Tupac didn't like him, and so like then, um, like they said hip hop got involved for this one, and like they got Bun B to agree to do it, and Bun B had to really like get Pimp C to it, and then Pimp C did it, and then this other story is that Pimp C couldn't get in the pocket for the song, so he hit a Big Gip and asked him could he use his flow, and Big Gip was like, you could do whatever you want, like I don't give a fuck.
That's so fire. You hear the times that we came from? Niggas was hitting people up for permission to use their flow.
Yeah.
What?
And so that was that, and then like they're like, all right, we got the song, now it's time to do the video. They do the video and they go, I forgot what country they went to, Trinidad or whatever like that, and Pimp C he stays in Miami and doesn't show up, and like he stayed up in the hotel with what's the chick that's in the video with him in the Ben Pimpin' video, Gloria
Velez.
Yeah, and they stayed in the hotel room fucking.
Pimp C?
Yeah, Pimp C and Gloria Velez, like, and they were high on drugs and shit. So then they was like, yo, like, is he coming? So like that's why, like, if you look at it, it's the carnival, it's Jay-Z and Pimp C and like everybody else is there. I mean, and Bun B and like
He's
Pimp C, yeah,
away from them.
yeah, he's in Miami and he's like, yo, and he bought a new car and he was like, I need this car to be in the video. Mm-hmm. I'm wearing it. Oh, they're like, yo, it's 101 degrees outside today.
TV don't know temperature.
Yeah, yeah. Like, and so he just recorded his scene with Gloria Velez in front of his car like that.
Yeah.
And that was it. And they said they spent all that money and paid him all that money, and he never showed up to where they was at originally filming the video. And then they just shot his shot in front of his car in Miami because he said, I'm not doing this shot without my car in this fucking video. It's my brand new car. Like,
I spent mad money on
it.
All the stories of him made it sound like he was so difficult to work with, but they're all like classic stories.
Yeah. And I forgot. There's a Jay-Z verse where like he said that he felt like like it was like some gay shit, and like they had to explain to him like that's not what Jay-Z meant.
Oh yeah, damn. What was that? That sounds mad familiar. I don't know which one that was.
Yeah, now I want to Google it. Pimp C, Jay-Z,
gay shit.
Yeah, gay shit.
Happy Pride. Oh man. Okay. You that in my club.
I can't fuck because it's just like interviews and stuff like that. But yeah,
okay, yeah, I figured that.
Yeah, like I know there's an interview. Like, yeah, like it's funny.
Yeah.
But anyway, long story short, Pimp C just talked a lot of shit, and like Jay-Z even heard like the times when Pimp C like talk shit about him. Mm-hmm. Like, imagine that. Like, you just like, yo, just tell him to get on the fucking song.
It's crazy. Like, Jay-Z had beef with people, with legends that are like gone, so he can't like publicly say anything.
Yeah, about ever. Like,
they're like beloved people that he can't say shit.
And they just
he has to do Tupac tributes.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy, right? Yeah. I'm sorry, bro. I would not.
He can't do anything. He has to recognize him. That's funny. I'm not that big of a man. Is that your bid? Comes after Big Pimpin'.
This was Bleak's song originally. This was Bleak's song originally. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm Bleak, I'm tight.
Yeah, I mean, but he gave Bleak so much other shit. Um, this was on the Understanding album, Understanding album from Bleak, and then he put this version on his thing, which became like the official announcement, one of the official announcements that Twister was on Rockefeller, right?
Got Dame Dash started signing everybody.
Yeah, he started signing every fucking body. But Is That Your Bitch was an amazing song already. And then he added this extended version, which digs a little deeper because as the beef with Nas and Hove heat up, we came to find out who that last verse was about, afterwards. Um, yeah. What were your thoughts on this when it came out? Did you already know? Who were you wondering who he was talking about? Because it came out like well in advance.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know. I had no idea that he was talking about. I'm not even going to sit here and lie and pretend. No, I had no idea he was talking about Nas's lady at this time, baby mother at this time. It was just so. This beat was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And like this shit was so scathing, and like learning all the lyrics to this shit was fucking such an exercise.
Oh, this was before, the millennials will remember hola.com. That's where you used to go and you can go print out lyrics. I used to go there all the time, print out lyrics and staple that shit and just read it. But and with a highlighter too, highlighting shit. But I remember taping this video, playing it over and over, pausing it so I can write down lyrics. I will write them down and then read it. That's how I learned this verse from Jay-Z. Don't be mad at me. That's how I still know it because I wrote it down. Crazy.
Nah, this song was like biblical. That's why like it's also difficult for me to understand how this I understand like in like the inner cities like how certain songs might pop, but it might not like translate to the suburbs. But I'm just like I went to school around with white kids. They was rapping the fuck out of Is That Your Bitch. But I'm like, it must have not crossed over to like Z100 and shit like that. But this song was a fucking hit.
Yeah, man. This song was everywhere. This song was everywhere. Even having Missy on here was a huge deal.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If I was Nas, I'd have been tight. Like, you got all these people singing this song about me. Like, fuck you. Like,
yeah,
I'd have made fat jokes about Missy and everything.
How do you think? Shit, how you think Drake feels right now? Got everybody calling me a pedophile, and you made it a club record.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's nuts. But yeah, Is That Your Bitch? Undeniable smash. Come and Get Me. Very slept on Timbo beat.
Come and Get Me.
Yeah, Come and Get Me is really, really good. Tim really gave him a lot of beats on this album.
Yeah, he did. Like he pretty much like executive producers album.
Yeah.
Like, you could say. Also, I think that Jay-Z was throwing a lot of subliminal shots at niggas. Like a lot, like a ridiculous amount. Because Come and Get Me is basically like him like on some like Scarface, Tony Montana shit. Like, come on, bring it, you fucking cockroach.
Yeah. That's exactly what I can envision. That last scene. He's like just coked up and just
he's just like bring it. Like come with your best fucking shot.
Yeah.
Because this song like it's such like a the beat of it is such like to me like it has like a mafioso like influence like espionage kind of thing. Ooh.
Yeah, nah, this is hard. Very classic vintage Hove because he just doesn't rap like this anymore. What you think of them?
New York Marcy Projects, NYMP, cool, Rock Water, went crazy on it. It's not a song that I like to like revisit that much. So I don't like really
NYMP realist nigga.
Yeah, I'm like all right. Like I'm
yeah. It's the tail end.
Yeah.
And then you get the Hova song, the
outro. Yeah. It's cool because he basically is like he kind of like gave like his like life story up until that point in all three interludes or whatever like that, or intro, interlude, outro. Like it was pretty cool. Like I enjoyed that part. Like I was just like, all right, like Jay, like this is like that's what I'm saying. Like I think that that's cool that he does that, did that on this project, and I'm like, why other projects don't have this structure, or like why I don't feel that way.
Yeah.
And sometimes like I wonder like does anybody like speak up and say, hey,
why don't you keep this going?
Yeah, like
probably not. Probably not.
I'm pretty sure somebody does, and then like it just gets lost in the sauce, and he'll just be like, "Why do I need to do it again?" Like,
that is
and nobody can like, justify it.
But that is kind of why I like Jay-Z albums too, because they are like you get a lightning in a bottle thing experience where um he doesn't try to recreate moments, so to speak. He'll
Yeah.
well sometimes because he at the same time in the same token, you wouldn't have anything if he wasn't trying to recreate a moment. But I
Hmm.
think with concepts like Hova song and all of that shit, like it's cool, but it was kind of a one and done. Probably felt like he didn't need to do that no more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So were you one of those people that like after the CD stopped, like you let it keep going?
Yeah, back then, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, right, we go on to anything song I always fucking hated and
I
thought
liked
was
anything.
I
Thought
hate it.
anything was cool.
I hate you want to know two songs that I hated from Rockefeller?
Hmm.
I hated anything and I hated the Remember Them Days with Being Siegel and Eve. I hated those two. I
What?
hated those songs.
I like that song, man.
Um Jigga My Nigga, obviously. It's funny, like because Jigga My Nigga on Rough Riders Volume 1 to me arguably is the best song on that album, and he's not a Rough Rider.
Yeah. Yeah. Jigga my nigga. It was always weird to me that like I like Jigga my nigga over Jigga that nigga.
Yeah. You wanna know what's funny? Did you know that Jigga My Nigga was supposed to be Jadakiss' song?
No, I didn't know that.
And
I
Jada,
thought Jigga that nigga or yeah, Jigga that nigga was supposed to be Nori's song. I know.
yeah, Jigga That Nigga supposed to be Nori's song from Pharrell. And
Mhm.
the problem is that, Pharrell gives you the song with the hook already made and he tells you what's the inspiration and Nori wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
So Nori,
That
yeah,
nigga Nori.
yeah, so Nori fell with that. And Jada and Swiss went to Jadakiss and pretty much said the same thing. And Jada was like, I don't want to hear my name over and over
Mhm.
again. And Jada said that he regrets not taking that advice either. Jay narcissistic ass was like, great, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's hearing my name. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Got the vision.
And then Girl's Best Friend is another song that I find cringe and I hate the video.
Is that the Blue Streak soundtrack?
Yeah.
Right? I always like that song.
I
Always like
I,
that
I
song.
like the hook. I just didn't care about it. I was just like, yo, this is such a throwaway song. Like I just
Yeah, it is. But I guess because it's nostalgic for me. I have good memories with that song. Yeah, that was a hit.
yeah.
But yeah, as you can see, the placement for these songs toward the end gets a little wacky.
Right. Because like yeah, it's like a minute or 2 minutes go past, and then like you have like these hidden songs on
Yeah,
whatever like
yeah,
that.
which I appreciate. I wish more people would do. I think the last time that we had that was probably Watch the Throne, illest motherfucker alive,
Yeah.
because it just kind of just comes on,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, man. And I have that. I have Watch the Throne on CD. I'm thinking about I might for Christmas like treat myself and get Watch the Throne on vinyl.
Is it that expensive?
Yeah.
Hmm. I figured it would be.
Yeah, because it's just rare. It's not that many copies
Yeah,
available, so I think I might treat myself and just do that.
smooth. That's it. That'd be a good one. All right, so we're up to the rating. What we looking at? We might do the same rating for this.
I don't know. For me,
I know where I'm at.
oh, okay.
I know where I'm at.
For me, I'm kind of like torn, but I give this album a 3.5
That's
out of five
exactly where I'm
waffles.
at.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's exactly where
This is kind of like a middle of the road project, and
it is.
like I said, I think like there was a lot of things that Jay-Z did that I loved on this album, but I also think that like he kind of like missed the mark a few times with a couple songs. And it just doesn't allow me to love this album the way how like I love other Jay-Z albums.
Mm.
And what I'm trying to get better at is comparing Jay-Z projects to only Jay-Z projects,
Mm.
or just judging projects for artists against their own themselves versus
If their
other art.
catalog is
Yeah,
already that heavy.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you have a vast catalog like that, like I feel like for Jay, like this album,
Do you like this album better than Dynasty?
um, I'll be honest, it gives me different feeling. This album, like, it's very much upbeat party, whereas as far as the Dynasty is kind of more introspective, like in the house. So I like them for different reasons, but I probably would listen to Volume 3 more than I listen to Dynasty,
Mm.
truthfully. And you got to think like these albums technically, like as far as like releases, are only like 8 months apart.
Mm-hmm.
I could truthfully say that I listen to Volume 3 more than I listen to Dynasty.
Hmm. Opposite for me.
Hmm.
Opposite for me.
You emo.
Well, Dynasty just has some big moments on it, and then it's just the nostalgia part too. What I have connected to that album.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, and the same for me because, like I said, I spent a lot of time like sneaking in skate key with my friends and
With this
stuff
one,
like that. Yeah, with this one. So yeah, I agree.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I do agree. 3.5. This album does have like a mysterious lore to it for Jay-Z. You know, this was that pivotal time where he was crossing over fully and stripping down, so to speak, of like what he's trying to do, challenging himself. You know, next album was Dynasty, and then after that was the big one, that was Blueprint. So it was interesting to see where he was at this time. This is also the time where he dropped that flow. Like this flow this was the last time we heard him rap like this. He just
Yeah, man. Shout out to young Chris.
yeah, that was Blueprint too. But like this one, yeah.
Okay, no, you're right. I'm sorry. This is not Chris. Like, who the fuck influenced the flow of the Dynasty? Then was it more so? It was definitely a Philadelphia flow that he was like leaning in towards. Though I got to look into that.
Yeah.
All right, I feel damn. I wish I thought about that because that could have been something to talk about because it's definitely somebody's flow that he's kind of like trying to like use.
That he tried to go into. But yeah, like volume 3 is a mysterious one, man. Like I've always been trying to crack this album to like just see like, yo, what is so different about this? And I think we did. I think from what Torian touched on earlier, where it's like, yo, this was that album where he realized a lot of things that he was doing and what he wanted to change and what he started changing. His circle got smaller. He became more focused on like what he needed to do. Even fucking talking to Quincy Jones, you could see what direction he was trying to go into, being more intentional.
Right. And one thing I forgot, there was 2 more. Like, yo, this man is a maniac. So there were 5 bonus songs on this album.
Oh,
so you have "Watch Me" with Dr. Dre. That was Jay-Z and Dr. Dre's first song, and Irv Gotti is on it together, and Lil Rob. Lil Rob, the dude that's suing Diddy.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
so this is like Jay-Z is like rapping on this, right? And this was Dre returning the favor for him making Still Dre.
Okay.
Also, people don't know this, and I have to find this on the internet, but there's a song called Malibu Dre that Jay-Z wrote for Dr. Dre, but like they was like, nah, this ain't it. Like basically, like it was him trying to make a West Coast song for Dr. Dre, but Dr. Dre rapping like he's from the East Coast, and it just didn't work. And then that's how we got Still Dre. Long story short, this also piggybacked off of Dre making The Watcher, and then him and Jay collaborating. It was just like it was like the genesis of a lot of them working together or whatever like that.
Yeah.
And then there's a song called "There's Been a Murder" that's on like you know how like he had like different like the Sam Goody version or whatever like version in the store. So there's different versions. So different stores got different versions. But then there's a song called "There's Been a Murder" where basically is Jay-Z trying to kill his alter ego. Like Jay-Z is trying to kill Sean Carter is trying to kill Jay-Z.
Like so yeah, like how he did on the 99 Problems video, like how he did in Kill Jay-Z.
Yes. So he's been trying to kill himself for a minute. Yeah, he been trying to take himself out. But yes, that was something that I wanted to like bring up.
Interesting.
Yes.
All right. Well, we landed on 3.5, but we, as always, are curious about what you guys think. How did you sit with this album? Have you revisited it in recent years or months? Let us know what you think. I'm First Class Reg.
And I am Taurian B. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Done.